Dr. Gustavo Grodnitzky, culture trumps everything.
And as we're so lucky to pull you right from the stage after your talk, how do you feel right now? Tell us about your experience today.
Wow. While I am a professional speaker, this made me more nervous than any other thing. I've spoken to audiences as large as 2,000. I was more nervous this morning than I was then. This presentation for this audience, I would say, was more descriptive of me personally than the presentations that I give for business audience, which is typically who I speak to. So there's a certain sense of vulnerability of putting yourself out there in a way that I don't get to do kind of in my professional life, that I'm planning on doing more because of this experience.
I love that. And I've heard a few people say this today, that they've done lots and lots of talks, maybe hundreds or to huge 2,000 person audiences, but there's something about TEDx. So I'd love to hear you maybe dive into that a little bit more. What is it about a TEDx talk that makes it such a serious, critical thing to go through?
Well, I think it's a couple of things. Number one is I think it's TEDx audiences, I think, are very discerning. I think that they are thought leaders. I think that they are going to separate the wheat from the chaff, so to speak. They're going to pick out what they think is really good very quickly. I think that the fact that it is recorded for TED has the potential to be on TED's website. I think that's also kind of a nerve-wracking thing. I think it's also that you kind of get one shot. You know, there's one shot, regardless of whether your presentation is 12 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever your time, it's that one shot. You want to make it the best that you can. I can tell you that, you know, for me, kind of working up and practicing, and I was doing literally dozens of run-throughs to kind of get the pacing and the wording and the timing, etc. You know, I never had a perfect run. So I finally had to settle into, it's not going to be perfect. The question is, can you recover from whatever mistake you make and keep on going? And that's really the essence, is really to be present and keep going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the topic of your talk, the core thesis of your message. I think everyone can relate to that. And maybe you can refresh my memory, but there's a phrase that I'm trying to capture onto. It's something like culture eats training for breakfast or something like that.
Yeah, it was Henry Ford. Culture eats breakfast. Hold on a second. Culture eats strategy for breakfast.
I love that.
That's
I love
Henry
that.
Ford.
And since most people, like you say, thought leaders, a TEDx audience, can relate to things like this, could you feel the energy? Could you feel the reciprocity in the crowd? Was that something?
Yeah. I mean, when you're looking out at the audience, they are clearly connected, clearly engaged, clearly listening. It's a really attentive and what I would describe as an attuned audience, and very appreciative. Very appreciative.
Super good. And final question, my favorite one. Now that you are a TEDx speaker alum, do you have any words of wisdom, any advice for future TEDx speakers?
Wow. I don't know how other TEDx's run. My experience here with Ajit and with the team, first of all, I think you guys are phenomenal, tremendously professional the entire way through. My understanding of other TEDx's is they are not as structured. And I think the structure here really enables exceptional performance. You guys have structured with deadlines with regard to videos and scripts and slides. It pushes people, and I think most professionals wouldn't leave it to the last minute, but it really pushes them to do it earlier rather than later. And I won't name the city, but I recently did not attend, but I heard someone who attended a TEDx in a different city, and they had not a very positive experience because it didn't have this type of structure. And from what I was told, the speakers were ill prepared. So kudos to you guys, kudos to the structure you offer, because it's just tremendous. And I'm going to be writing about this for you guys. I just think that the structure really gets people to think about things in a much deeper way.